Guys, so real quick before we start this Slab City question and answer video, there's a few things that I want to say real quick. So I posted the video the other day about asking you guys if you guys had any questions about my original Slab City video that I posted. Well, underneath that video, a whole bunch of you guys were really concerned, thinking that I was concerned about all the negativity that I was getting on my channel and under that video with the negative comments and everything. So I just wanted to tell you guys, do you guys know who I am? I am one of the strongest girls that you will ever have the pleasure of meeting. And when I say that, this little sweet little innocent girl here has some pretty thick skin. Pretty thick skin. Ow. Just kidding. And when I say that, it's because as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult, I have gone through some pretty rough times in my life. Pretty rough times. And I share it a lot on my channel. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back and search and you'll find the videos where I'm talking about. I have a whole playlist on my channel called My Life. I think that's what it's called. My Life Stories or something. You guys will figure it out. So, with the life that I have lived as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult, and all the stuff that I have endured and gone through, if I have managed to pull through all those rough times, God forbid, I am not gonna let little words from people break me down. No. You guys know me better than that. At least I hope you guys do. So, the negativity does not get to me whatsoever. I just don't want it on my channel. I try to keep my channel positive. Yeah. And it really does mean a lot to me. Like, it means the world to me that I have so many people out there that I really don't even know that are really concerned about me. Thank you. That means the world. It really does. But I don't want you guys to ever be worried that I let little things like that get to me. Because I really don't. Words are just words. Really. And I mean what I say. If I pull through some of these horrible and rough times in my life, I would be a fool to let these negative words get to me. So, little sweet Sarah here. I'm just kidding. I have thick skin, and it doesn't bother me. So, you guys never, ever worry about that, okay? Never. Did you guys enjoy seeing those comments? I didn't think so. So those are the kind of comments that I delete. I got a lot of backlash from a lot of people upset that I was deleting these negative comments. Well, those are the kind of comments that I delete. Because when I have cousins that are under 10 years old and friends' kids that are under 10 years old, and I'm sure that some of you guys probably have some of y'all's kids watching some of my videos with y'all, these are not comments that I want people to have to see. Like, really? So that's why I delete some of the comments. Now, I know a lot of you guys reached out to me and said, oh, but by deleting all these comments, Sarah, you're messing with your algorithm on YouTube. Now, I have always said when I started this channel, I will always be who I am, and I will always be the person that I am. I will never change for the numbers, for my channel, for the money, or anything like that, because it defeats the whole entire purpose of why I started traveling, and that was to make myself happy and to work on myself. So as much as I need my numbers to grow and need my revenue to go up, God, I need my revenue to go up on YouTube, but as much as I need that, me as a person and my self-being is a lot more important than making money and getting numbers. And to be honest with you, I think I've done pretty darn good in the last 2 years with my channel, so I don't know. And then yes, I did delete a lot of negativity comments about Slab City that people posted on there. But the negative comments about Slab City that some of these people were posting were about the drugs and were about whatever. And the reason I deleted them, because yes, some of you guys said that I should allow the comments to stay on there so everybody can know everything about Slab City. Well, I made the Slab City video to show the good part of Slab City, the good people and the good part. Yes, there is drugs, and yes, there is bad things that go on in Slab City. As I've stated before, just like any city, you're gonna find that. And there are millions of videos of Slab City on YouTube. Millions. And there's so many of them that show the negative part. Ooh, it's hot out here. Pouring sweat. It's 100 and something degrees right now with humidity. But a lot of those videos show the bad stuff. So if you want to go get second opinions of Slab City, I mean, obviously you're not going to just watch my video. You can go find other videos. And if you want to see the negative stuff, then go see the negative stuff. But me, personally, I was trying to show the good part of Slab City. I like to show the positive things and good parts of places. And the positive and good parts of people. That's what I like to do. And it's my channel. Alright, let's get to these questions. Alright, let's get to these questions. Finally. So I had to come into my Jeep now because I couldn't read the questions off my laptop because the sun is so bright. And then also, it is 104 degrees right now at 12:44 in the afternoon, with God knows what the humidity is. So I think I lost 20 pounds sitting back there filming what I just filmed. So I came in my Jeep, and I have air conditioner in here. So one of the first questions, and real quick, before I start these questions, answering these questions, I do want to just let you guys know, I am not a Slab City resident. I never lived there. I only stayed like a week there. I've been out there to visit maybe 4 or 5 times, different times. And I can only answer these questions the best that I can, because I can't answer questions about a place that I've never really lived, well, I've never lived in. And yeah, so the only way that I can answer these questions is from my personal experience there in the times that I visited, and then also any questions about the video that I posted, since the video was so popular. So one of the questions from somebody, the question was emailed to me, so I just assumed that they wanted to remain anonymous. I mean, it's not a bad question, but they wanted to know how I originally found out about Slab City. So about 4 years ago, way before I started my traveling, way before I even thought about wanting to travel, and I lived in Vegas, me and one of my girlfriends named Nicole wanted to go do a girls road trip in our Jeeps. She had a Jeep, I had a Jeep. We were taking like a week and a half off, and we were just going to drive through California, off-road in some places with our Jeeps, and camp and explore and do some hiking in different places. And one of the places we wanted to go see was Salton Sea. Well, Slab City is beside Salton Sea. Now, I have always been fascinated with the off-grid living lifestyle. It's what I've always wanted to do myself. And so I had already known about Slab City, and I watched multiple videos about Slab City, on how they lived and everything. And so since we were so close, I wanted to go and check it out. So I did, sorry, my microphone dropped. So I did a lot of research before we went out there, because I had never been to Slab City. And there is a lot of people that live in Slab City that have their own YouTube channels. So I started watching a few of those YouTube channels. And I found this guy named Community Cause. Community Cause seemed to be like a pretty level-headed guy. Not like a big, huge partier or anything, because me and Nicole aren't big partiers. And so I sent him a message and said that me and my girlfriend wanted to come out there and visit Slab City, but we weren't familiar with the place, and we just wanted to make sure we were going to the right spots and everything. And so he was very welcoming and invited us to come stay on his property. I didn't have a YouTube channel or anything at the time. So we went out there, we met Cause, stayed on his property. Cause gave us a tour of Slab City, showed us around and everything, cooked us dinner and everything. And till this day, I am still friends, like very good friends with Community Cause. He was actually the first person that told me that I needed to start a YouTube channel. So you guys can thank him. Thank you, Cause. So, yeah, so ever since then, I just went back out there to go visit Cause, because I always kept in touch with him, and he was has become a great friend to me. Let's see, another question was, this one was from M.H. Ormond. I don't know what services are available at Slab City. One would be garbage pickup by the county. Some basic services should be provided. Thanks for your video. So, there is no services provided whatsoever at Slab City. The community out there, they provide their own stuff. That's why it's off-grid living. There's no trash pickup. There is no electricity, no water, no sewage. There's just nothing. You know, these people have made it work out there for them. As far as the county coming to pick up trash and everything, I think that's something that they have fought with for a while. From what my understanding is, from talking to some of the residents out there, I was told by a few of the residents out there that there is even a county dump outside of Slab City, like in one of the counties on the outside of Slab City. And even the county dump that is away from Slab City, they're not allowed, the Slab City residents aren't allowed to take their trash to that dump unless they have an ID, a local ID. Now, a lot of those people in Slab City don't even have IDs. and a lot of them are from all over the place, so they don't have a local ID. So I think that's pretty messed up how the county out there doesn't help them with that, especially not letting them bring their trash to the dump just because they don't have a local ID. Now, I might be wrong about that, but this is what I was told by some residents out there. So I know a lot of people do burn their trash and stuff. There is a lot of trash in the area and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of trash in the area. A lot. And I believe Builder Bill, in the interview that I did with him, I believe he talks about that also. But, I mean, honestly, what are they supposed to do? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it would be really nice if the county out there did help them out with that situation right there, because there's so many people that live in Slab City, and Slab City, I think in that whole entire area besides Salton Sea, brings a lot of tourist people there. So they should be thankful for that, you know, like, I don't know. Let's see. Did you go to Mojo's Slab Camp? I went there last fall. She is a nice lady. I did not go to Mojo's camp, but I did get the pleasure of meeting her, and she was a very, very nice lady. I definitely agree with that. I didn't go inside and film her camp. I've driven by it and stuff, but no, I never. The outside of the camp seems like it looks really nice. I know a lot of people talk very highly of her and her camp, and I know she does rent out like some places for visitors to come and stay at, and like some spots and everything like that too. But yes, I did meet her, and she definitely had a great vibe to her, and definitely was a very nice lady. I can always get those good vibes from people, and she was definitely one of those people I got a good vibe from. Let's see. The Ucane asked, how can we in a Class A motorhome visit the city and patronize the businesses without coming off as materialistic snobs? I genuinely find it very interesting, but I don't want our presence to be disrespectful. If there is camping nearby, we could park there and roll up in just our Jeep. Well, that's a good question. There is all kinds of people that go out there and visit Slab City. I've seen motorhomes out there. I've seen RVs out there. I think, you know, you also could get in touch with some of the camps out there, like Mojo's camp. You know, they have spots where you can go and stay in and stuff. With you don't want your presence to be disrespectful, I mean, honestly, if you go out there and just treat everyone the same as you would treat your family or treat your friends or whatever, I think you wouldn't have an issue. I think just because you're in a big, huge motorhome, yeah, you'll probably get some looks. But I think if you're just friendly and treat everyone the same, I think everyone would be welcoming. I'm not saying everyone, but, you know, people would be welcoming. And this all goes back to how I found Slab City. I would do a lot of research, find some YouTubers that live out there, look up my friend Community Cause. He would definitely be very helpful with you. And then also, Salton Sea is right outside of Slab City. So if you go to Slab City and you don't feel comfortable camping inside of Slab City, you can always camp at the Salton Sea. And I think there's a lot of places you can camp for free at the Salton Sea too. And then drive that Jeep into Slab City. Hi, fellow Jeeper. Oh, well, this one doesn't have anything to do with my Slab City video, but someone asked if I was single. Yep, I am single, and probably till the day I die. Let's see. Sean Hall 960 said, will you be going back to do another video on the wonderful people who live there? So I just want to say that I don't go out there specifically to film. I have made friends that live in Slab City now more than just cause. I've made other friends too that live in Slab City now. And if I ever happen to be in the area again, yes, I'll go back out just so I can say hey to my friends and hang out there for a little bit, because I enjoyed my time there every single time that I go. If I happen to film it, I happen to film it. But am I going to go out of my way specifically to drive across states to go there and film it again? No. If I happen to be in the area, then yes, I'll go back to visit my friends and maybe do another video. Gracie G7601 said, I'd like to know how, when you come out there, how do they decide where you can park and start your own area? So if you, and like I said, I am not a resident there. I don't live there. So this is what other people have told me. You can pretty much, first of all, if you go up to Slab City and you want to stay there, my suggestion is to go meet people and start talking to them and ask them, you know, questions like that. You can definitely tell where people have their camps set up. You can definitely tell whose areas are what. You know, a lot of people have their areas marked off with tires around their area. Yeah, you can definitely tell. But my suggestion would be to go out there and meet some people, and meet multiple people, and find out what they think. Ralph Patrick 3071. Ralph has asked, Slab City is a nice place to visit, but would you spend 30 days there? Yeah, I would. It's funny, when I used to have my travel trailer, I had talked about maybe just taking my travel trailer out there and setting it up and spending a month out there. That's when I had my travel trailer. I obviously never did, but yeah, I would go out there and spend 30 days. I could only give my opinion of Slab City as an opinion, as my personal opinion. You know, if I was a resident there, and if I lived there or used to live there, then I would have every right to answer any kind of question that you guys have. But because my personal experience is just from me visiting, I can only answer that. Slab City, like I've said before, there is the good and there is the bad. I wasn't trying to sugarcoat Slab City by all means in my video. I was just trying to show the good parts of Slab City. I was trying to show the good people there, and the good parts, you know, like the art and how they are able to live out there off the grid and stuff. So that's what I wanted to show. There is bad stuff that goes on in Slab City. But there's bad stuff that goes in Atlanta, in Portland, in San Diego, in Houston, in Las Vegas, in all those cities. Slab City is just that. It's another little tiny city that these people made out there. Is there drugs out there? Yeah. Is there mental people out there? Yeah. Is there bad people out there? Yeah. But that's everywhere. So I wasn't trying to sugarcoat it. If you guys want to go out there, I would just suggest, don't just watch my videos. Watch other videos. And when you go out there, Go meet some people. The very first place you come to when you get to Slab City is Salvation Mountain. There's always somebody, a resident from Slab City, that's always at Salvation Mountain. Walk up there, introduce yourself, ask him, where should I not go? Where should I go? Where should I go see? Where is East Jesus? Where is the artwork? Where, you know, just go make friends. So yeah, and that's about it. I'm sure I'll make more trips out there one day. Probably not anytime soon, because I don't have any plans to go out that way again anytime soon. But like I said, I do have friends that live there, and I will be out there to go visit again one day. So, hope you guys understood a little bit better. And I hope I answered some of y'all's questions as good as I could. And, yeah. Till next time.